Buddy, it's the Esol Gorilla. Vince, Esol teacher from Adult Literacy League in Orlando, Florida. This video is going to be about your citizenship test. It's going to be about the famous 100 magic questions. They call them civic, I call them history. I don't want to try to do all 100 of them in one video. That would be too long and actually too boring. So today I thought we'd simply concentrate on the people in the test, okay? So we're going to start with three people. We're going to start with George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Benjamin Franklin. And I'm going to bring in a young Tom Jefferson, a young Benjamin Franklin, and a young George Washington to tell you what you need to know.
I'm Thomas Jefferson, and I'm on the $2 bill and the nickel. And there's only one thing you need to know about me. I wrote the Declaration of Independence. Washington. And I'm on the dollar bill and the quarter. And all you need to know about me, I'm the father of the country, and I'm the first president.
Benjamin Franklin, and I'm on the $100 bill and the half. Benjamin Franklin, and I'm on the $100 bill and the old half-dollar. For your test, you'll need to know one of these. First, free libraries. First, Postmaster General, oldest member of the Constitutional Convention, U.S. diplomat, wrote for Richard's Almanac.
So I want to thank my helpers today for that information. And if you look, you'll see some bobbleheads of those three people, and there's some other bobbleheads. Now, the one bobblehead is Abraham Lincoln, and he will be the person that I'm talking about now. Okay, Abraham Lincoln he is on the $5 bill and the penny. I always want you to look at your money. Money is always a history lesson. He was our 16th president. You don't have to know that. In your book, it gives you three options for Abraham Lincoln. Once again, I want to remind you guys, they only ask for one or two or three. They give you other options. Listen to the examiner. If he does not ask for two or three, you only have to know one. In the book, your options are free the slaves, preserve the Union, and led the country through the Civil War. I suggest free the slaves. Why? The next question in the book is, what did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Free the slaves. So buy one, get one free. All right, the next person that we're going to talk about is Susan B. Anthony. For most of you, she is the only woman on the test. Now remember, the book has people, prominent people that are current people, and they change according to elections. But as we speak, Susan B. Anthony, that is her dollar. Now the problem with this dollar was when it came out, it was too similar to the quarter, and it totally confused people. The only thing you have to know about Susan is she fought for women's rights, or you can also say she fought for civil rights. The next person that I'm going to talk to you about, and check this out, a $100,000 bill. This has never been in my wallet. They don't make this anymore. Anyway, Woodrow Wilson, one thing only. He was president during World War I. All right, the next person that I'm going to speak about is Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Now, one way you can differentiate between Wilson and Roosevelt, my students get confused with these guys. However, I was told that they don't change the wording when they ask you the civic questions. Whatever's in the book is what they ask. So, on Franklin Roosevelt, who's on the dime, they say it this way: who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? That is Franklin Delano Roosevelt. You can just say Roosevelt, okay? Now, one interesting thing about Roosevelt, most Americans didn't know this. He was in a wheelchair. Franklin had polio, but the press protected him, and there wasn't cell phones with the instant video. So he was well protected, and sometimes he would hold on to a podium when he was giving a speech, or one of his aides would hold him up. He was the only president, just for your information, that served more than 2 terms. Franklin was actually elected 4 times, and he died in the middle of his fourth term. All right, now the next person, you don't have to know his name. They give you his name. The question says, before he was president, Dwight Eisenhower was a general. And what war was he in? Well, here's a picture of Dwight. He's on, that's a dollar, it's a silver dollar. The answer is World War II. All right, now I'm going to talk about more contemporary people. Now these people can change a little bit, okay? I would like to talk a little bit about the Justice of the Supreme Court. You simply have to remember John G. Roberts. That's it. Also, Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King has his own holiday. There is a question about Martin Luther King on the test, and it's simply the answer is he fought for civil rights. Okay. Now we're going to talk about people that are elected continuously, very, very changing all the time, and that would be the president and the vice president. As we speak today, the president is Barack Obama. Easy. Most people know that. The vice president is Joe Biden. Most people know that. However, as most of you know, we're in an election year, and you have to understand that the first Tuesday in November, a new president and vice president will be elected. Now, those two people will not take office until January 20th of next year. So if you take the test before then, I'm sure that Barack will probably be okay, as with Joe Biden. Now, just for your information, my students got a big kick out of this. I was telling them that after the first Tuesday and after the new president is voted in, he is the sitting president is what they call a lame duck. That's kind of bizarre, isn't it? Lame means injured, and duck is quack quack. So for about 2.5 months, Barack Obama will still be president, but I don't think he'll be doing a whole lot. He may be relaxing, maybe drinking a beer, and if Michelle's not watching, smoking a cigarette because she does not like him smoking, watching a little basketball, and just waiting for January 20th. Now, there are people that are going to be local for you guys, okay? You're going to have to look at your own local people. Now, your book is going to say, name one of the senators from your state. I'm going to use Florida because I live in Florida. It would be Marco Rubio or Bill Nelson, okay? The book also asks, who is the governor of your state? Once again, I'm simply using Florida, and I'm going to say Rick Scott, okay? Now, the book does ask you, name your U.S. representative. So, your book asks you to name your U.S. representative. Now, there are 435 of these folks. So what you do, you simply go on Google, and you type in, who is my U.S. representative? It will take you to a website. You type in your zip code, and boom, voila, there it is. There is your U.S. representative. I believe I've covered all the people on the citizenship test. On the next video, my plan is to cover the documents and the wars. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. I plan on doing videos about the citizenship test, but I do have plan on also doing on regular ESOL videos. I'm going to try to concentrate on idioms to start. So once again, thank you.